Alright, let's start off by saying Barakateh Hawa, Bahashem Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Welcome to another live lesson. This is just going to be a quick little video, just a couple of words I want to say. And the name of the lesson is Know When You've Won. And pretty much this is based off of the video that the Elder Menat Zakba did, down in South Carolina. Yesterday, I believe it was. And that demon rolled up. Now, we watched part of the video yesterday that he had put up, and Elder Apostle Gabar did a lesson last night based off of that video, and the power of the name of the Lord, and it's funny because I wasn't looking for the video, but right after Elder Apostle Gabar's video went off, the next video that played was the actual video, the whole full-length video, 2 hours and some change of the Elder Menat Zakba and the other brother that was out there. And that whole day was pretty much chaotic, and from the moment they set up, it started raining, and they went across the street. Then there was an accident, a couple of, I'm not sure if it were Edomites or whatever, got run over by a car on their bike. So there was a lot of chaos out there, and yesterday was a real demonic day anyway. But what I wanted to say was Elder Apostle Gabar focused on the point where, because we heard the video, we didn't see the video because we were in the car on our way back from camp. And somebody sent it to me, and I sent it to Elder Apostle Gabar, so we were listening to it. And pretty much Elder Apostle Gabar focused on the point where when the brother Elder Menat Zakba rebuked the demon in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, how that demon went from being super proud to bow on his head. So he had defeated him right there. But what happened was, we in our emotions, our ego, just still charged up, and he kind of pretty much egged the demon back on, by instead of staying in that avenue of rebuking him in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he still resorted back to, you damn niggas, and pretty much, we understand, you get upset, you get heated, and you never know how it's going to play out there. You could say one thing, but then when you're in the midst of it, you end up doing something different, and this is not to get on the brother or anything like that, it's just to make a point, how he defeated the demon, but he still egged the demon on when he still pursued that carnal mindset that he had, which we all get in that spirit, brother. Trust me, we've all been there before. But the point is, he defeated him. And Elder Apostle Gabar focused that in the video, where as soon as he said rebuking the name, every other thing he said, you nigga, what you gonna do? That demon was getting, more and more puffed up, more and more proud. But as soon as he said, I rebuke in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he went and he put his head down. But then, like I said, being in that emotion, the ego, and being heated emotionally, all charged up, he kind of egged the demon back on, and that's why the demon started puffing back up. If you see the video, and like I said, I wasn't planning on watching the video. I was watching Elder Apostle Gabar's video, and all of a sudden his video comes up, the same exact video that the Elder Apostle Gabar just finished doing a video on. So I was like, wow. And then around 29 minutes, 30 seconds or so, that's when the demon first rolled up. And he walked around, then he came back. So that whole interchange, which was Satan, which the Lord delivered the brothers anyway, regardless, because they are men of the Lord. We believe that they're men of the Lord. So the Lord delivered them. But the point that I'm trying to make is, the brother defeated the demon, but then he egged the demon back on. And and that's the point. And how did he defeat the demon? By the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So I want to hit a couple of precepts on that and just make the point. Like I said, this is not to get on the brother, to curse him out or not like that. This is just an observation that I made off of the observation that Elder Apostle Gabar made, and afterwards watching the actual video, because I watched about an hour and 45 minutes, Hey, Shalom, brother. Like I said, it's not to get on you, but it's just like, when Elder Apostle Gabar pointed out that that demon put his head down, I don't know if you saw the video of Elder Apostle Gabar did, but when the demon put his head down, he was finished. Because prior to that, when y'all was exchanging back and forth, which, you know, hey, it happens. You know, you get tired of ninjas, you know, and you know, and eventually you say fuck it, you know. But the point is that when he put his head down, because he was going all like this, you know, but then when he put his head down, pretty much you won that spiritual battle. But being still charged up, you know, you still had those emotions flowing in you, and it happens, brother. You know, we can't say, I mean, I'm not gonna say, but we got into all kind of shit over the years. I'll just put it to you like that, you know. So I'm not one to be a hypocrite. You know, we've been in exchanges like that, and it didn't turn out so well. I'll just put it like that, you know. But the point is that the demon was defeated in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So like I said, I just want to bring out a couple of precepts. This is 1 Samuel 16 and 41. This is dealing with King David. Before he was King David, he was David before he became king. And he was a young man. He's probably like 16, 17, 18 years old, you know, strapping young man. And he went to fight Goliath, the Philistine, right? Now check this out. Now Goliath, the Philistine, wasn't just no regular warrior. He was the champion of the Philistines. So you talking about like the top warrior among the Philistines, challenging the top warrior among Israel. And nobody wanted to fight him because he must have been a sight to see. He was a big, tall giant, probably had all kind of muscles on top of muscles. You know, he probably had, you know, he killed many men. Many. It's a joke. So when King David rolled up on him, he was looking at him like with total disdain. That's why it says 1 Samuel 17 and 41. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David. And the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy. It says, and of a fair countenance. Right, he didn't fight, oh, you know, you're redhead, so I'm not gonna fight you. No, that's not why he fought him. He was a very young man, you know, and he was the epitome of youthful beauty, you know, at the age where a man is becoming a man, you know, and he's at that, you know, at that vigorous, youthful age. Well, that's, you know, he looked at him like he was just a kid. Right? It says, and the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. I'm sorry. Am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. So when that demon rolled up, he was coming in the energy, like he said, come over here showing your energy, which the brother was right, yeah. And that's what he was showing. He was showing that energy, but the brother had to, you know, raise up to kind of back the demon up a little bit, you know. So when you curse him out in the name of the Lord, that's when the fight, the battle was over, right? It says, and the Philistine said, because he cursed David and his God. So that individual that rolled up, he was coming in the name of Satan and those demons. Right? It says, and the Philistine said to David, come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. So he was bragging, boasting, talking shit, just like that demon was bragging, boasting, talking shit, puffing up, you know? It says, and you could see that dude had legions on him. It says, then said David to the Philistine, thou camest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I am come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So King David, before he was king, he came to the Philistine, to Goliath, to fight him and to destroy him in the name of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And the Philistine came to him with all his pomp and pride, you know, and muscle on top of muscle, you know. But King David defeated him by the name of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. I'll read it again. But I am come to thee in the name of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai of hosts, the power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. Because he, like the scriptures say, he that despiseth not men, but the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because the Lord is the one that put the spirit upon us to come out here and speak. But when Jake sees brothers out there, they don't see the spirit of the Lord speaking to them, admonishing them, warning them, rebuking them, you know, telling them to repent. They're looking at it as being men because they're in a carnal mindset, you know, and carnal mindset wants carnal mindset. You know, that's why they'll do certain things to try to egg you on. They try to get you riled up, to try to get you out of character. But if we remain in the spirit, we'll be good, you know. So you can read the rest of the story. I just want to get a couple more precepts and close it out. This is Psalms chapter 124 and 8. It says, our help is in the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, who made heaven and earth. So pretty much that is how we defeat these demons, because the battle is not a physical battle, you know. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We don't possess any, you know, carnal abilities, you know, to defeat these demonic spirits out here, you know, because they have that energy, because this is their world. That's why Yahushua even said, if my kingdom were of this world, then will my servants fight. You see? But because Yahushua's kingdom is not of this world, that's why he couldn't fight. You know, he lost it one time on them demons, you know, but that was all a fulfilled prophecy too. You know? So, let's read that again. It says, our help is in the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, who made heaven and earth. And that's why them demons backed off of that dude at the moment he put his head down. Because that was a sign of what? Respect. That was a sign of defeat. Okay? Let's see, there's another one. Let me get this one real quick. First, Psalms 91 and 14. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. You see? So those names are very important, very powerful, you know, very, you know, impactful, to where them demons have to back the fuck up, you know? Bottom line, they can't move forward because they're under the subjection of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Now Yahweh and Yahushai, because the Most High gave Yahushai everything, because he conquered death. He conquered the whole thing. He went through the trials and the tribulations, and he went right through it. He bust right through it. So everything has to bow to those names, to Yahweh and Yahushai. So anything in our life that we go through, you know, when them demons start coming against us, or them thoughts start coming into our minds that, well, you know, these demons, you know, the Lord gave them the power over us. Yeah, but they still are in subjection to the Most High. The Most High still has power over them. And he will always have power over them, because he created them. You know? So they can't move or do anything unless the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai allows them to. And that's the point. All right, so now let's go from the Proverbs 18 and 10. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. You see? So this is where our stronghold lies. Beginning with the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the word, you know? And that's why we try to be as spiritual as possible, because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Because we understand that the carnal mind is enmity with the Most High. You know? So we're walking this life, and as we go, we learn. I myself, I learn every day. I'm still learning. You know, I'm still learning. You know, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. You know, when I say that, I'm talking about there's still stuff that I learn. But as far as the truth is concerned, we have 100% truth. You know, but I'm still learning stuff. Every day you learn new stuff. You know, but that's it. Learning is a never-ending process. Whenever anyone caps out, that's because they're not interested anymore in whatever it is that they're dealing with. Because learning is there's no cap to learning. There's always something new to learn. You know, there's always something to gain mentally, you know, spiritually. And we're constantly learning. And the best way to learn, in my opinion, is by making mistakes. You know, the crime is not making the mistake. The crime is in not learning from the mistake that was made. You know, so let me read that again. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. You know, so we have to recognize when we've won. You know, because when we don't recognize that, what happens is we leave a open door for them demons to continue to fuck with us. You know, and even when we rebuking Satan, not even in that situation, just in any situation that we deal with in our life, whatever it is that we're going through, when we entertain those thoughts and those spirits, that opens the door more and more. Because sometimes we win certain battles, but then we don't recognize that we won the battle, and we're still soaking and, you know, whatever. So them demons come back and keep fucking with you, you know. So that's the whole point of this matter. Learn, know when you've won, you know, and the best way is to apply those basic principles. Stand in the name of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai and stand upon His word. You know, stand in the strength. Matter of fact, let me finish it off with that, because the brother brought this scripture out when that devil first rolled up. But then the devil started getting bold, and he started getting fresh, and he started getting testy. You know, because that testosterone was flowing in his body, and them demons, you know, were giving him, you know, that satanic liquor. He was filled with satanic liquors. Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. So what is the power of the might of the Most High? This word. That's why it says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. Because when you stay within the realm of the spirit, there's nothing out there that can mess with you. But when you step out of it, that's when the problems come in. You see? And we know all too well, because we, like I said, we've been there before. Many, many years we've battled out in the streets and still do. You know? We've got into altercations in different situations, you know? And then, you know, you go back and say, damn, I should have handled this different, I should have handled that different, you know, but you live and you learn. You know, because sometimes, you know, you let them demons get the best of you. It happens to all of us, but sometimes we win. And ultimately, we're going to win when Yahweh B'Shem El Shai comes back, because the Lord is going to be the one to deliver us permanently, to where when we get into the kingdom, our bodies are going to be changed, you know, and we're going to be perfect. We're not going to go off anymore. We're not going to have a carnal thought. We're not going to do anything carnal. No dumb shit, you know, just to put it in blatant terms. And like I said, this is just a general admonition for brothers out there. It's not to get on anybody, to curse nobody out, make nobody feel bad, or whatever the case may be. It's just a matter of, you know, keeping that in mind, knowing when we've won. And you know, if you always if we stand in the name of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, there's power in those names. Just those names alone. You know, let alone the word on top of everything else. So that's more spiritual ammunition. All right, so with that, I pray that you brothers and few sisters have been edified. Till the next time I say, Shalom.